Hi, welcome back to My Life Coach Sandra, the platform where we talk about everything mindset, anxiety, overcoming your anxieties, even being able to name your anxieties in order for you guys to live a happy, healthy and fulfilled, especially aligned life. That's the most important thing, to live a life that completely works for you and to go from anxious to secure or just comfortable. So yeah, let's get into the video. Firstly though, I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed, liked, commented on the first official YouTube video. I appreciate everything so much. I'm just getting used to speaking to the camera, speaking to you guys, and I hope the videos get better and better with time. And yeah, just let me know what content you'd love to see. Everything you can pop down below, leave in the comments, or head over to any of my other social media platforms and let me know. Today's video is all about My Life Coach Sandra. It's about the journey that I've been on, the journey that I'm still on. This is a lifelong journey. It's a journey that you can start to go on whenever you feel comfortable, but know that nothing happens overnight and it's a day-to-day experience. Complete disclaimer, this is not a video for diagnosing anyone, to say that you are experiencing anxiety or to say that you're experiencing anything I mention in this video. This is purely for background information, and so you guys can get to know me and get to know why I started this YouTube channel, why I started My Life Coach Sandra. This is a lot of information to put out on the internet, but I think it's so important to be so transparent with anybody that follows you or anyone that knows you, because it's a part of your character, it's a part of your story. And I think if I can help anyone that's the same age as me, younger or older than me, to understand that they have a voice, they are not alone, then fine. I think I can air all of my dirty laundry. It's not really dirty laundry, but I can air it all out, and I just don't care enough about kind of overexposing myself in that way, but that's absolutely fine. Anyway, it kind of goes all the way back to teenage years and late teens. I experienced a lot of anxiety, but I just never spoke about it because I thought it was normal to like be super fearful, to experience panic attacks, to constantly have like a negative mindset around certain things, and to always be very pessimistic and to have this feeling of constant dread, which now I know is not normal, and it's something that you can be supported by and supported with. I quickly realized that there was so much of my life that so many people didn't know about, and there was just a piece of me that I would never share with anyone, and that was my own anxious experiences and the fact that I experienced overthinking, ruminating, and would constantly be in my head. So I ended up, you know, just kind of talking to people and being really honest about my own personal experiences. And then the more and more I spoke to people, the more and more I found that I wasn't alone in my anxieties, and I wasn't alone in the way that I was thinking or feeling. And then I ended up going to therapy, and honestly, in life, certain things will work for some people and certain things won't work for some people. And maybe it was my own experiences, and maybe I need to try again, who knows. But that particular experience just wasn't for me. Going on this self-love, self-healing journey with my own anxieties, I quickly realized, and I actually found out the name of the anxiety that I was experiencing. I kind of dived into it, really dived deep, and wanted to understand myself and that particular form of anxiety. So for me, I experienced high functioning anxiety and experienced it severely for many years. And the difference between high functioning anxiety and generalized anxiety disorder would be that you experience all of those symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder and you experience them really intensely, but it's all internally. So on the outside, no one would ever know. And I think especially if you are, you know, growing up in a society that wasn't necessarily built for you to thrive, but you're thriving anyway because that's who you are, you thrive anyway. You quickly realize, you know, you have to have all of your experiences internally. Like the world isn't really built for you or around you. So high functioning anxiety looks at having all of those anxious symptoms and those anxious experiences, but all of it being internally. While on the outside, you appear successful, you appear really confident, you appear really presentable, and no one would ever know. And when you tell people about your anxious experiences, they go, "What? you? Really? Like, I never thought it would be you. You don't seem like the anxious type. You seem really bubbly, you seem really confident, and all of that can be so true. 100%, you can be all things at all times. I believe in people being multifaceted, but the difference is you're being propelled by your anxiety. Your anxiety is wanting to hide and wanting to get away from all of those truths and not wanting to be seen. So you'll pack on that confidence, you'll pack on, you know, the people-pleasing nature, you'll pack on the perfectionism, because God forbid anyone ever notices that you're anxious, because you're embarrassed by it. And these days I'm not embarrassed by anything to do with anxiety or even talking about mental health and well-being, because all of us experience some form of mental health and well-being experience, and we all deserve to look after ourselves and look after the people around us, and to also know the signs so we can look after ourselves and look after the people around us. And through my own self-healing journey and self-love journey, I realized that I really wanted to go into coaching, and I wanted to support other people the way that I had been supported, or supported myself in so many different ways. I had gained all of these tools of how to support yourself and allow yourself to go from an anxious mindset to a mindset that works for you, and I wasn't sharing it, and I thought that's completely wrong. I have to do something about it. So then fast forward to 2020, I finished university. I got my first job in industry. I went to university for biomedical science, worked for the NHS for a whole year, and then the pandemic came. And in a way, for so many people, the pandemic was so hard, but in other ways, the pandemic was kind of a blessing in disguise. Parts of it were for me, because it allowed myself to slow down, and it also allowed the world to slow down, and for me to really evaluate what it was that I cared about and what the stories were that I wanted to tell in life, what I wanted my life to be about. And I said, you know what, this is going to be something that I talk about. So thanks in a way to the pandemic, I had time on my hands, and I had time to do the work and kind of put something together, and My Life Coach Sandra was born. And it started off really as a coaching platform for people that looked like me, young women and girls, or young people who were Black or from minority ethnic backgrounds, who wanted to talk about their mental health experiences but couldn't really find people they could relate to, couldn't really find that big sister or little annoying sister that would be like, you need to get help, or you need to support yourself, and you need to figure things out. And so My Life Coach Sandra was born, and I've been doing it steady for 3 years, and now we have a YouTube channel. So hi, welcome. And yeah, to end, always understand that I am your coach, and I am your go-to girl for high functioning anxiety and mindset work, from an anxious mindset to a mindset that completely works for you and that is completely curated for you, by you, with my support, if you will let me support you. But I will say that it is a journey. This is, in a way, a lifetime commitment, whether you are with me or not, whether you watch these videos or you don't, or whether you download the free workbook. Download the free workbook down in the description, it's always there. And whether you do any of those things, know that you're not alone, and that this is a lifelong journey. Nothing happens overnight, and sometimes you can wake up absolutely amazing, feel like there's no anxious thoughts in the world. Different days you have different experiences, but once you put in the work, once you go through that journey, once you start the journey, you start to see that you are capable, you are strong, and you are more than any anxious thoughts you may have. You are more than any anxious experiences you may have, and you can overcome, thrive, and live your best life. You can do all the things you've ever intended to do. It just starts with you putting in the work and you believing that you are worthy and you are capable of anything in this world. Trust me, no idea is new under the sun, and you can do anything you set your mind to. And I think in another video I'll kind of share all of the accomplishments that I've and all of the things I've been able to overcome through this journey, and also share my challenges, because I think it's so important that people see that even as a coach, even as someone who talks about overcoming and looking after yourself and looking after your mental health and well-being, that I even have days where I don't follow the recipe or I'm struggling, and that's so normal, and I think that should also be shared along with the joys and all the happiness. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope I'm getting better and better at producing content. Please let me know what you'd like to see. Please let me know what content you like. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And yeah, bye.